Most people treat symptoms. We measure patterns first. If you've tried a bunch of things and you're still stuck, this video will show you exactly how we build a customized plan using our brain-body method. Measure, train, support. Once you see the pattern, the plan gets way simpler. Hi, I'm Dr. Michael Dody from Dody Chiropractic Center for Wholeness here in Littleton. We serve families across the Denver metro area. Quick note, this isn't medical advice. I'm just showing you how we think so you can understand the plan. Let me show you this framework because it changes everything about how we approach care. Right in the center is you or your child, your goals, your journey. We sometimes say practice member because we're a wellness center, but today, just think of it as you or your child. Surrounding you are neurofeedback, chiropractic, and functional nutrition. These are the three pillars we use to build a plan that's customized to you. And look at these arrows connecting them. They aren't separate treatments. They work together through our three-step process: measure, train, support. Everything starts with step one, measure, because we don't guess. We use a qEEG brain map to look for patterns associated with focus, calm, and regulation. We also run nervous system scans to see if the body is stuck in stress mode. Here's what makes this crucial. Two kids can look really similar on the surface, but their scans can show totally different patterns, so the plan should be different. One child might look distracted because their brain won't slow down. Another might struggle because the brain can't stay engaged. For most parents, this is the first time you actually see what's happening instead of just reading symptoms off a checklist. Once we know the pattern, we move to step two, train. And here's what makes our approach different. A lot of places focus on only one side of the equation, either the brain or the body. We work on both at the same time. First, we train the brain with neurofeedback, calm, focus, stability. You've watched our last video and you know how this works. Sensors read the brain activity and the screen gives feedback, and nothing goes into the brain. This helps the brain practice calmer, more focused patterns over time. Second, we train the nervous system with gentle KST chiropractic care, alignment, adaptability, ease. This is a very different style of chiropractic. We use a gentle instrument called the arthrostim. There's no twisting, popping, or cracking. It's incredibly gentle, and even kids and sensory sensitive patients usually find it very comfortable. The nervous system is the bridge between the brain and body. And when the body is stuck in stress mode, it's harder for the brain to regulate. This gentle, specific care helps the nervous system shift into a more regulated state so the brain and the body can work better together. That's the power of this step. We're training both systems at the same time, instead of hoping that one will fix the other. Finally, step three is support. Our functional nutrition pillar: energy, nourish, support. Think of this as giving the brain and the nervous system the building blocks they need to keep making progress. They're doing real work during this training, and they need the right fuel to sustain those changes. If the brain is running on fumes or missing key building blocks, it's like trying to run high-performance software on a dying battery. Sometimes that means targeted labs when appropriate, especially if sleep or energy is a mess. Sometimes it's strategic lifestyle adjustments. Either way, we're making sure that your system has what it needs to respond to care and maintain progress. Now look at these arrows again. This is where everything clicks together. This is a continuous loop. When neurofeedback helps the brain get calmer and more focused, it sends better signals to the body. When gentle KST care helps the nervous system shift out of stress mode, it sends calmer information back up to the brain. And when functional nutrition provides the right building blocks, the whole system has what it needs to maintain progress. Instead of three separate specialists who never talk to each other, you get an upward spiral where each pillar reinforces the others, all organized around your specific goals. Measure, train, support, all under one roof, all connected. In plain English, we help the brain, the nervous system, and the body work together again. If this sounds like what you've been looking for, the next step is a free 15-minute doctor consult with me by video, phone, or in person if you'd like. just to see if it's the right fit. Click on the link below to schedule. No pressure. We'll talk through what's going on and what I'd recommend. Next, watch the free 15-minute doctor consult, what we cover, so you know exactly what happens on that call and what you'll leave with. I'll see you there.